In this tutorial, what you want to do now is a wrap dress. A wrap dress, you want to make a wrap dress, you first of all get your measurement. And what should be in your measurement is your back, your arm sleeve, your sleeve length, your bust, the under bust, and the half length. You don't necessarily need the hip and the gown length. So after that, to make your wrap dress, don't make a mistake of cutting it together. The upper cut that you want to make, the upper cut, you must first of all get your the back part of the upper cut before you cut the front. You know, the front we have an extension that will make the wrap, so we are cutting the upper cut, the back side, the back part is what we want to cut now. Then what we will do now, because I'm using a sheet of paper, I'm not going to really take, but we are going to assume we are going to make the back here is 14, back 14. For the back is what we are cutting before we cut the front. We can't cut it together, as I've said earlier. So the back is, I said 7, the back is 14. You divide your 14 by 2 because this is only the back. You divide it by 2, then you get your 7 plus your extra inches to sew is 7.5. When you measure that, then you get your neck. So some people, they want the neck to be deep, some does not want it to be wide. So for me, I will go for neck 4.5. That's 9. It will be wide in 9 inches. So then you add, if it's wide in 9 inches, you get 4. You add extra, this half will be the extra inches to sew it. By the time you sew it finish, it will fall into 9. So see my mark, I've marked 8 now, because 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we are going for 9. So after measuring your 4, what you do now is the depth of your neck. You know, this is our back. Our back is somewhere here. Let's do it here. Our back is somewhere, it will end here. Then you go here, you measure your neck depth. How deep do you want your neck to be? How deep do you want it? Maybe you want it to be 3.5. It will be here, your back neck. But especially in this type of cutting, you don't go for a deep neck. You go for a neck that does not go down at all, because your front will go down. Your front is wrap. So my neck will come down 1/2 inch. Like the 1/2 inch will now be your 1 inch. It will come back by 1 inch. This is where my 1 inch will stop. But I'm assuming, let me assume it will stay here. This is my neck. This is the depth of my neck. Then you come like this to the side to make the bend. This is your neck for the back cut. So your armpit, you know, as we measure it now, to cut your armpit, you go for something like a right angle. The right angle will come down in 7 inches, but for here we are assuming. So let's come down a little bit, but it will make a right angle. So for that right angle, you now make a bend. You make a bend to make your armpit. So your armpit will be something like this. After cutting that, you measure your bust. Here will your bust stay. Your bust is from up. You measure, our bust is breast point 10. Breast point 10. Maybe it will stay somewhere here. Under bust 13 will stay somewhere here. And your half length, the half length is 15. It will stay somewhere here. You measure, you now add extra inches to sew. This is our extra inches sewing allowance, which we call SW. So after measuring the sewing allowance, so you now measure your bust, your round bust. Round bust is 36. Maybe your 36 is somewhere here with the extra sewing allowance. Under bust 30 somewhere here, and then half length 32 somewhere here. Then you connect the points. You connect the points. You bend like this when you are going to the armpit. You won't make your hand straight. So this is our measurement for the back. Then what you do now is just to cut it out. You get something like this. Remember, we are cutting our back first. remember to notch so that you will know what the areas. Then you measure your dart. Your dart, you measure 4 inches from this point to this point, 4 inches, depending on the breast point of that person. 4 inches because the person is using this hook. You notch. When you notch, to know where you will take your dart will go up and it will end here at your breast point. So this is our back measurement. Our back measurement is ready. So we are now ready to cut our front part. That's what we are ready to cut now. So to cut your front part, it is not difficult because you have your back already. Your back, you use your breast point, you use your under bust, then you use your half length that you use to cut your back to cut your front. Remember this is a wrap dress. The front will have an extension. So you get your bust. Where is our bust? Our bust is somewhere here. Then the neck depth. Your neck depth must not be too deep so that the breast will not be showing. So the neck depth will come somewhere here. For somebody that is using breast point 10, you can use a neck depth of 5, which can stay somewhere here, 5 inches. From up to here, maybe 5 inches. Then let your neck depth be somewhere here. So if our neck depth is somewhere here, then you mark the point that your neck depth reach. I told you that it's 5 inches from here to here. From here to here, 5 inches. From here to here, 4 inches. So as I have marked it, you mark these ones out. This your neck that you cut here. You mark your armpit too out. Your armpit is somewhere. So with that, we're now going to make an extension. We want the extra inches that will be on our, the front is somewhere here. The front ends somewhere here. But with the wrap dress, you will add an extra inches. I'm adding extra 6 inches because I want you to show the wrap very well. The extra 6 inches is something starting from here to here. So our 6 inches is from here to here. 6 inches. So you mark it, you mark your point here. Then when you mark your point, you now link this point to this point. I told you that you are using your back to cut your front. This is the back bodice. Let's write it there. Back bodice. So you trace it out on the front. This is our front bodice. Then you trace it out. Trace the armpit out. Trace this side out. But for this side, all you only need to do is to mark your neck. So I've marked it. Then you go in the depth of 5 inches. The depth of 5 inches reach here. I have removed this one now. Then you link this with your neck. This is how your neck will come. Like a V neck, V shape. So from there, you link it up with the 6 inches that I told you before. So this is how it will be. So this is just a rough sketch. This is how it will be. It will come like this. So can you see? This is our wrap extension. So the extension of 6 inches, this is it. Then you cut it out. Your back is ready. Your wrap is ready. You cut it out. But before you cut it out, this is where I place the back bodice here, and I mark where it reach. The back reach here. You notch that point. You notch where your dart is. You notch it out because you are still going to need it by the time you want to place your wrap on each other. So this is where my dart is. You mark your dart. You notch it. You notch where the main body is reached before the wrap. And here to here is the wrap extension. I mean, from this point to this point is your wrap extension. You get it from this point to this, your wrap extension. This is the main bodice. Then you cut it out. So you can see that the main measurement is on the back bodies. You are only using the back bodies to cut your front This is our result now. This is the first part of the front bodies. This is the overlapping. Then you place it on each other. The main bodies will stay on the main bodies like this. Can you see? So this is where it will stay. You place this point on each other. At the point where it meets, you place it on each other where the main bodies meet. Place it on each other. And this is your wrap. This is how it will wrap. This is your extension. Then you go and cut your lining. You put your lining for interfacing. You join your lining. You know how we do it. This is your back bodies. The back bodies that will cut. Then by the time you place it on each other, what you are going to have is something like this. Can we see? You join the shoulder to shoulder. Can we see? You join the shoulder to shoulder. Join the shoulder to shoulder. This is the zip allowance. Can we see? When you put it on each other, this is the zip allowance. Join the shoulder to shoulder. And this is the first half cut is ready now. I'll be right back shortly. Welcome back to our discussion. So what we want to cut now is our sleeve and our band. So with that, all you need to cut your sleeve is your sleeve length and your round sleeve. Your sleeve length is how long your sleeve will be, and your round sleeve is the circumference of your hand. So the sleeve length will go like this. What's our sleeve length? Assuming this is your fabric, then the sleeve length, you measure it from when you have folded your fabric. You fold it like this, then you fold two together. You know you have two hands now. You fold it together, and when you fold it together, you now measure your sleeve length. What's your sleeve length? Our sleeve length from the measurement here is 13. Then I will put extra inches. You can put 1 inch or 1.5 inches, depending on how you want to turn it inside with lining. So I'm going to measure 13 from here to here, 13 inches. With the 13, you measure 13. So this is our 13. You put an extra 1 inch, making 14 from here to here. Then your round sleeve. This is how you measure your round sleeve. Your round sleeve is for that 13. The round sleeve is 10. Round sleeve is 10. Then that will be 5 with extra inches, making you add extra 2 inches, making 7. You stop here. You know what we have measured now. So something will come like this. So for the upper part, we measure right angle. The other time we are measuring our front bodies, we use that 7 inches that we used to cut our right angle to measure something here. 7 inches stops here. From that 7 inches, that's when you bring your hand straight. From there 7 inches, when your sleeve length is 7, that means your hand sleeve is 12. Add extra 2 inches. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Add another 2 inches, that's 8. So you see, there's a point here. There's a point here. So from the upper side, you now bring it down to this place. There's a way you do your bend so that your hand will not puff. To cut out our sleeve, we need the sleeve length and the round sleeve and the armhole measurement. So the sleeve length goes thus. You measure from here to here. The sleeve length is 13. You add your extra inches, extra 1 inch or 2 inches to fold it in, and for the sewing allowance here. You also measure your round sleeve. Your round sleeve starts from this side to this side. Our round sleeve is what is 10 for 13. Where we have 13 sleeve length, we have 10 round sleeve. Then measuring your 10 inches, you place your ruler, you add extra 1 inch to sew it. 10 divided by 2 is 5 plus extra inches that you are using to sew and to match. Then it stops here. Also here, which is your the sleeve length. The sleeve length 7 is here, sleeve length 13 is here. So for your sleeve length 7, the round sleeve for sleeve length 7 is what? Is 12. For that 12, you divide 12 by 2, making 6. So with your 6, you add an extra inches. From here to here is the extra inches for sewing allowance. So after measuring that, I link up this point to this point that I mark. Then I have this. From that, you extend it forward by extra 1 inch. What is the measurement here? The measurement here is your armhole. Assuming your armhole, from my armhole is 18. Then 18 divided by 2, because this is only a side. 18 divided by 2 will give me 9. So from here to here, you use your tape to measure 9. So 9 inches from here to here. 9 inches. That's your armhole measurement. Then you mark it, you make a bend. You bend it down like this. So that's how you cut your sleeve. Then you cut it out. The sleeve length is complete. So this is what your sleeve will be show. Then you notch. Don't forget to always notch. Notch here too. So what do you have now? You have your sleeve. So this is my complete sleeve. This is how it will be. This is how your complete sleeve will be. So for your band, all you need to do for your band is to use your half length. You know you are fitting your band on the half length, on the complete upper part. So you measure what's the round measurement of your half length. Your half length we have 32 inches. 32 inches divided by 4 is what? So for this, all you need to do is just to go and place your front bodies. So we are bringing our front bodies out. You don't need any measurement at all for this. Bring out your front bodies. This is your front bodies. Use this one because your band will stay somewhere here. So the measurement you need for your band is 3 inches. Half inch will go. 1 inches will go for the sewing allowance. So your 3 inches, your 3 inches is something like this. Assumption 3 inches. 3 inches. This is your 3 inches. Then you make a cut. You cut it out. So I will place it. Just place it. After you have finished your sewing, you place the front wrap together. Do you understand? When you place the front wrap together like this, then you use it to cut your, can you see? When we place it together, you mark it, you use it to cut your band. So that by the time you come, you are going to fix your band on. So this is your band for your front bodies. This is your band for your front bodies, complete like this. Then you pack it on one side. So your band for your back bodies, you do the same thing you did for your front bodies, for your back bodies. This is your back bodies. You open the sewing allowance. You know this is our sewing allowance. So this is our sewing allowance that goes up like this. Notch. So you place it again. 3 inches from here to here. You measure your 3 inches that we have measured. Then you cut it out. So this is the back back bodies. You cut two of this because you know we have two back bodies. You cut another one for the back bodies. Then this is complete like this. Then you join it together. After you use your lining to turn it, you use lining to turn this back too. Then you join it together. That's complete for our sleeve and our band. So what's remaining now? This is the final stage. The final stage is when you are cutting your flare. How do you fold your flare? How do you fold your flare? You fold your flare something like this. This is the complete fabric. Assuming this is your fabric, then you fold. This is your first folding. This is your second folding. So immediately you fold like this. You know we have folded it. First folding, second folding. You see? So when you have folded it like this, what you are going to measure is you are going to get your underbust round, half length round is 32 because that's where you are going to fix your flare. So you get the measurement out here. The measurement here, how to get the measurement here is you first of all look for a way. You mark out 5 inches here, 5 inches in the middle, 5 inches at this side. You look for the angle. You know the angle I'm using. The angle that does not have any cut is where I'm using. Can you see the angle I'm using? I'm not using this angle because this angle is not folding. This is the folded angle is what you use. So you measure another 5 inches here. You link it together. For a, you know, we are making a cone here. Can you see the cone? So this cone, when you measure it, you check if your cone, your half length measurement is for 32 inches, where your flare will be joined to your upper part of your blouse is 32 inches. Then you divide that 32 by 4. 32 divided by 4, I think we have 8 inches plus 2 extra inches for the sewing allowance. So it will now be 10. So here, from here to here is your 10 inches. 10 inches. From here to here is your 10 inches. Then for the length of the flare part, you are going to subtract. The whole gown length is 40 inches. So we are going to do a mathematics here. The whole gown length is 40 inches. And the half length is what? Is 15. The length is 15. The half cut from the shoulder to the half, to the under half length is 15. Then you subtract your 15 from 40. When you subtract 15 from 40, what do you have? You have 25. So that means your flare is what? Is 25 because your flare is what is added to your upper part. So you are cutting 25 out. Then you measure 25 inches here. How do you measure your 25 inches? You go here, you measure 25 inches. Let's assume our 25 inches stops here. 25 inches. It stops here. As you measure for this, if your 25 inches stops here, for this place too, you go, you measure. You won't allow your hand to blend. You measure your 25 inches. Now for the flare, the length of the flare is 25 inches. From here to here is 25 inches. So you now measure the middle part too. From here to here, which is 25 inches. Let's assume it's somewhere here. Also, you go like that. 25 inches to here. Also 25 inches will be somewhere here. Then you connect the points. So I'm connecting the points together so as to form my flare. Can we see? This is our cone. So the part I'm going to cut out is here and here. So we are now going to cut it out to get our perfect flow. As you can see, so now we see this is our flow. This is our 360 flow. Now we see. So the part that we are going to fix for the zip allowance, we cut it out. We use the scissors to cut that side out. So this is our flow. This is the flow that will be attached to our flow. This is the flow. This is the flow. Can we see? This is our perfect 360 flow. Can we see? This is our perfect 360 flow. This is our perfect 360 flow. It will go like this. You fix it from the zip allowance. You fix it. It will go on like that. After you have fixed your upper part, finish. After you have joined your back to your front, that's when you are going to fix this flow. So this is the perfect flow. Thank you for your patience and time. If you like this video, click the subscribe button below. See you next time. Bye.